My name is Mike McKennett, owner of this establishment, Restorations and Reproductions. I've been in business full-time since 1973. We developed a reputation for very high-end metalwork, as in making new panels, replacing old ones, fixing rust. When people want the metal to go back to just like it was originally rather than a patch job, they kind of find our way to our door. We've developed a reputation nationwide for turning out accurate and high quality restorations. And just about a week ago this project showed up. It's really a real nice car. It's got some rust issues, but the fortunate thing is that nobody's worked on it, which is twice as hard to fix when bad workmanship is done than just fixing the original corrosion damage. The floor isn't that bad. Its rust is localized to mainly around these wheel wells. So we're making pieces and butt welding them in. Butt welding is where the two edges line up rather than overlap each other. So then after the repair's done, you can't tell that it was repaired from either side. So everywhere you see little circles are going to be, I guess you'd call it slight customizing. The holes are going to be filled. Again, we'll cut little patches and butt weld them in so that when you look on the inside, you won't see the repair. It's not only for aesthetics, it's the right way to do it, because then you can hammer and dolly the weld and get the metal back to flat. Whereas if you laid a piece underneath, you couldn't hammer and dolly because you're hitting two thicknesses of metal, and all you do is basically create a mess. You can see in this panel here, it's spot welded in, and we'll drill out all the spot welds and fix up any rust underneath the panel, like what I'm pointing to here, before the new one goes in, and then it'll get re-spot welded in place. And we usually put some primer in between the metal, except the exact place that it's going to be welded, and that way it won't rust in our lifetime again. This is the grill. It's really pretty good, but you can see here it's got some rust. We'll probably make a little piece of metal to replace that and weld it in. But in general, except for the rust, this is a very straight car. It's back here to this door. It probably got kinked at one time and hammered back out, and you see here it's still wrinkled up. That's a perfect use for Bondo. But here where the edge is a little uneven, we'll have to build that back with a weld and then grind it straight, because you don't want any kind of a fill or even lead right on the edge, or it'll just, a door nick would just make it pop off. I guess that's about it.